Hey, today, 14 degrees at the airport. Good morning, everyone. Calgary Public School Board officials say there are no ulterior motives with the grocery store chain Safeway and its involvement in revising school curriculum. The public board is working with 18 other school jurisdictions as well as post-secondary institutions and businesses developing a new curriculum for K-12 students. The work involves a representative from Safeway Canada who's giving input in the public consultation process. That, by the way, runs until December. A Safeway HR officer says reading, writing, arithmetic always will be a big part of core learning, but the basics are not enough anymore, and board officials say knowledge from the business sector like that is invaluable.
That conversation, while it may have a focus at times on specific workforce issues, goes far beyond any single vested interest.
You can give your 2 cents, your input, by going online. The website you need to look up is inspiredcurriculum.ca. The Alberta government says it's spending billions on critical infrastructure projects to keep up with the growing population of our province. Culture Minister Heather Klimchuk says this fiscal year has them investing in several projects, more than $370 million for health facilities, $1.4 billion on highways, including the Calgary Ring Road, and the twinning of Highway 63. The provincial Tories believe this is money well spent.
Building this infrastructure is absolutely critical to our future. We are the economic engine of Canada. We know people are coming to Alberta every day, as I said, and we are borrowing to build. And when we're borrowing at 3%, we know it's prudent, it's fiscally responsible, and we do have a debt repayment plan that will be paying the money off.
The province is also providing more than $200 million for families and small businesses affected by last year's flood. Egypt's constitution gives that country's president the right to issue a pardon or to commute sentences handed down by the courts. But Egypt's president says he will not interfere in the case of 3 Al Jazeera journalists, including an Egyptian-Canadian sentenced to 7 years behind bars.
This is clear-cut corruption. It is a corrupt and politicized case, and everything is wrong.
Mohamed Fahmy and 2 others were convicted on terrorism-related charges. It has resulted in widespread condemnation and calls for the Egyptian president to intervene here. He's vehement. He says he will not get involved. Several countries, international journalists, and human rights groups are condemning the verdict. The Harper government is only saying it's very disappointed. Prime Minister Harper's parliamentary secretary says Ottawa has not taken a tougher stance here because it does not want to insult the Egyptian government. In London, a jury has convicted 1 former News of the World editor and acquitted another in a trial centering on phone hacking activity at the heart of the Rupert Murdoch newspaper empire. Andy Coulson is guilty of conspiring to intercept communications. Fellow editor Rebecca Brooks acquitted of the same charge. Rebecca Brooks also acquitted of bribing officials and obstructing justice. North American markets are mixed so far in the early going. We're about 35 minutes into the trading day so far.